Hello, my YouTubers and YouTubies. It's your girl, Rain Purple Wine, aka Snugglepuss, and I'm coming to you today with a tips on dating for single moms. And this is going to be part of my Talk Sincerely with Snugglepuss addition to my channel. So, if you are new to my channel, usually I do talk about perfume, but join me next time. I'll always have something perfume related on this channel. Thank you and welcome to all my subscribers, my new subscribers, and hello to my oldies but goodies. We're just going to jump right in. Again, this video is about dating as a single parent, whether you're a single mom, single dad, if you're dating as a parent, okay? And right off top, I'm going to tell you, it is not easy. Dating in general is not easy. So when you add the elements of children or a child, it becomes a little bit more difficult. So first, I'm going to give you guys a few pointers, and I want to open, the floor up for discussion. Please feel free to comment below about any experience, especially positive experiences you've had while dating as a single parent. So first, I would say the first rule of thumb is, and these may all sound like common sense things, and honestly, sometimes I don't even think about this stuff, and it's taken me trial and error, you know what I mean, to go through these things to really be like, okay, light bulb moment, this is what I need to be doing. So it sounds like common sense, but sometimes we're just not, our mind isn't always focused directly on that goal. So the first thing I have notes, so that's why I'm looking down. Make sure the person that you're dating has similar or the same child rearing, however they want to rear the child. Make sure you're on the same page with that, because that can cause problems if, say, the way you discipline is not like the way they discipline. So make sure you can at least come to a common ground or have some type of similar child rearing experiences, how you were raised and how they were raised, and how you want to raise their child or your child. 2, the person must have some type of patience for children. Like, it's you want to meet good, decent people out in the world. But even, I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. Even if they're a good, decent person, it's not going to necessarily mean that they enjoy being around children. So you want to make sure that the person actually has some type of patience for children and actually wants to be around children. Everybody is not pro-child, like you may assume that because you have a child and you've been dealing with your child for so long, so you're all about kids and all about kid stuff, but the person you date may not feel the same way. Okay, that brings me to my third point. Make sure they want a family. I mean, pretty much, as a single mom or a single dad, you are an instant family. You're not a traditional family. You're not an American dream family, but technically you are a family, just you and your child. So when you incorporate another person in your life, you want to make sure that that person actually wants to be, in a family environment, actually wants to do kid-related things. Like, I understand that me and my significant other, we have to have our alone time, but we also have to have time with my child. Like, that's just how it goes. We have to do things with each other, and then we also have to do things with my child. So you can't be a person that doesn't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese or doesn't want to go to a kid movie, or those things don't really interest you. Like, you have to take some type of interest in child things, especially when you're dealing with a person that has a child. I mean, it sounds so common sense, but honestly, sometimes you're just not even thinking on that level. You're just like, okay, well, I want to find a nice person to date. Okay, we don't always think about dating for two, and that's really what we're doing. We're dating for two. I'm dating for myself, and I'm dating also for a nice person to be around my child as well. So that brings me to the fourth point. When should they meet? When should you incorporate your child and your significant other? When should you incorporate them all together? That is a very personal, and like I really can't even give advice on that, because it's like, I don't know if you guys have read the book Talk Like a Man, Think Like a Woman. I read the book and I've seen the movie. So Steve Harvey says you shouldn't wait 6 months to incorporate your significant other along with your child. You shouldn't wait 6 months, because what if after 6 months you think they're great and then they meet your child and it's like, no, I can't tolerate this child. So then you've wasted 6 months and you have to start all over. I would say 6 months isn't that long of a time to start over to date someone else, but then again, you've already wasted that time on introducing your child to that person. So then it's like you gotta wait, a little resting period before you introduce them to someone else, because you can't just introduce your child to any and everybody. That's definitely first and foremost. So that's I don't know. I don't even know. I don't like to do that too soon. I like to make sure the person is at least somebody I could see myself with, and maybe somebody like if I'm thinking in my head, okay, yeah, they would get along with my daughter or whatever. So you kind of always have to think on the lines of you and your child or your children. But that is a very personal, whenever you feel is the right time kind of thing. All right, so meeting time is, that is going to vary from person to person. Okay, another thing that people that want to date people like me that are single moms, y'all have to know that y'all are not going to be first. You know what I mean? Like, y'all not going to be first. You're not going to be put first before the child. And I wholeheartedly believe in that. Please don't ever come into my life thinking that you're going to be put before my child, because you're not. You're just not. And I want someone that's okay with that and accepts that and believes the same thing, that they should not be put before the child, but some people don't, like, it's so common sense, but literally you have some people that are jealous of your relationship that you have with your child. They want to, divide your time up and steal most of your time away from your child. There's all kinds of things people have going on through their head, because sometimes people aren't used to having another person and sharing attention and sharing affection and things like that. Sometimes that is kind of hard to do. But at the end of the day, they're called dependents for a reason. These are little people that depend on us to do the right thing. So let's do the right thing and put them first, And I want someone that knows that and accepts that and is all for that, putting the child first. What's better for the child. That also goes along with the time that you spend. Like, I feel like it's a red flag if you have someone in your life that's constantly telling you to send your child away every weekend. Like, that's a red flag. Like, oh, can you drop her off this weekend? Why? Are we going on vacation? Do you have a vacation or a date or anything lined up? Because if you're talking about some Netflix and chill, then I'm not sending my child away for that. Netflix and chill will come later on, when you all extra comfortable after a year or so. But just for the dating thing, I'm not going to Netflix and chill and send my child away for that type of night. Now, if you have a date planned or something substantial, then yes, okay, I will arrange, for my child to have a sitter or be with one of my family members. So you have to be careful, you know what I'm saying? So notice the red flags when people are always trying to send your child off. I don't care if it is to a family member, like, if your child is always used to being at home and they don't go out every weekend or stay with a relative every weekend and they're usually at home, you have to take into consideration how they're going to feel as well. So once again, putting the child first. It's a lot. Like, it's really a lot to think about, and it's really a lot to process. And it's hard when you're just trying to get to know someone for yourself. But then you also have to get to know that same person for your child or your children if you have more than one. So I would say, just make sure that you're dating for two and with your child in mind. let them know up front that your time is not going to be as free and as available as a person with no children, because you're working around two schedules. I'm working around my schedule, my work schedule, my activity schedule, as well as my child's school schedule and her activity schedule and whatever else she has to do. So that's two schedules I have to work around. You know what I'm saying? Just to free up time for a date and things of that nature. So you really need somebody that has a good amount of patience and a good amount of, their want to be with the family and all for the family. So I think I have talked my little face off. I'd like to hear what you guys have in the comments down below. Please comment, and I'll definitely write you back. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you have experience dating as a single person, or it doesn't matter if you're a single mom or single dad, or if you know someone that you've had to help out as a friend for a single mom or a single dad. Comment down below and tell me what your experience has been, because for me, it has been a trying experience, but I think what's the most important is that we do what's best for the child first, and then we can go off and have our fun later. That's my whole thing. Let's take care of a little one first, and will come next, that kind of thing. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And join me next time. I'm going to do the 30, what is it? It's 30 perfumes in 30 days. So each day I'm going to be wearing a different perfume, and then I'm going to make a video letting you know the perfumes that I wore. I think it's going to be super fun and quite a challenge. So join me for that. If you guys have any further questions, you can always email me at perfumeaddict17@yahoo.com. Again, I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for subscribing. Our subscriber count is going up slowly but surely, and I thank you all for just hanging in there with me. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I love all my addicts, and thank you for watching. Bye guys.